Video 4, we come to this is probably the most important video for a lot of you. Labor Day, September 5th, 2022. Put City. The last 2 weeks have been phenomenal. What I'm doing with my puts, I'm buying puts 2, 3, 4 months out. I'm buying puts even for January. I was bidding on GameStop puts for March. I was bidding on Bed Bath & Beyond puts for March, okay? Because what happens is, I don't know what's going on with retail. They are getting a little bit fearful on the memes. They're starting to get out of the memes. Meme Friday, August 5th. Take a look. GameStop was almost $50. AMC was $26. Now they're both almost 50% less. So this thing with Ryan Cohen dumping all his shares in Bed Bath & Beyond has struck fear. Bed Bath & Beyond gonna issue shares, do layoffs, just dumping on retail. Fear. Well, what happens is when you buy these companies with no fundamentals, nothing, zip, you were taking on the risk. So I did a post today on Wall Street Bets telling him to watch a short movie series on Netflix. It's called King of Stonks. So I don't have Hulu, so I didn't know. I was on Netflix this weekend trying to look for the GameStop documentary. And this is no joke. Go on Netflix. This is not FUD. Go on Netflix. Type GameStop. The first thing that comes up is the movie that's coming out September 28th on GameStop. The second thing is Margin Call. I'm going to watch that movie next, a movie called Margin Call. But if you look down, it's a King of Stonks. So the King of Stonks is going to teach you lessons about the stock market. It's great. I'm going to write about it tomorrow on Reddit. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but you get a first-hand view of what CEOs, CFOs, and how they can finagle with numbers, and unfortunately, why a Bed Bath & Beyond CFO might have took his own life. And unfortunately, like I've been saying it on Reddit for a long time, for well over a year. It wasn't like I'm saying this last week. When this GameStop AMC fiasco ends, and it will, and I'm not 80, not 90, not 99, I'm 100% positive it will end. There will be a lot of people getting hurt. And what sucks about it is these people cannot afford to get hurt. It is regular people that are instead of eating pizza, they are eating ramen noodles to buy shares of AMC. And I don't want that. I've been trading since I was a kid. I don't want to see people getting hurt. So despite people downvoting me and saying, I don't like retail, I'm against retail. No, I'm actually trying to train retail so we can all go in quality stuff like Zim, like TX, so we can go in quality stocks. So take a look at that movie. I'm not getting paid. It's called King of Stonks on Netflix. So back over to this. So the memes, people are getting scared now. But we don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, August 5th, Carvana was almost 50. Beyond Meat had horrible earnings. And that's the whole thing with like video one. Don't fall in love with the stock. I used to love SDC. I used to love Carvana. I used to love Beyond Meat. Why? They used to grow 100, 200%. But now they're going to lose growth. That's why I'm still short Roblox. That's why I was short Affirm. Oh man, the past 2 weeks has been phenomenal. Piton puts, Affirm puts, Apron puts, Bed Bath & Beyond puts, Snap puts. Actually, I still have some Snap puts. I'm going to do more puts. So we're going to talk about it tomorrow at 9:30. I might be bidding on GameStop puts again. I was bidding on GameStop puts for January and March. They weren't getting hit. And unfortunately, I was doing it when the stock was 35. I didn't place a market order. here we are. I think GameStop is $27. Now, back to what I said 2 weeks ago. I felt that Ryan Cohen was getting some wrinkles on his brain. Why? He saw what a disaster Bed Bath & Beyond was, and then he got out. He's in another disaster, GameStop. It's close to 40 million shares. So that's why I said when the stock was close to $40, and you could take a look, this is not FUD. Right now it's September 5th. Check August 17th. GameStop was like $38 or $39, while Bed Bath & Beyond was pumping to like $40. When Bed Bath & Beyond was pumping to $30, GameStop was pumping to $40. And when he exited, and all you said I was spreading FUD, I was saying that Ryan, only because he exited Bed Bath & Beyond. If he did not exit Bed Bath & Beyond, I wasn't going to say, that he was getting wrinkles. I was still going to say he got a smooth brain, because we're in this to make money. So how could you pump a stock, or people pump your stock, and it goes up through the roof and you don't take any profits? So now it's $27. 2 weeks ago, GameStop was $40. $13. The guy has close to 40 million shares. So he lost $500 million. So you tell me, smart people, you don't think that Ryan Cohen didn't want to make $500 million? You don't think so? Because people were even saying, why am I saying that he's trying to sell GameStop? Come on, man. He sold Bed Bath & Beyond for close to $200 million. He made like 50 million or 60, maybe low 200s, and he made like $60 million. You don't think that he's mad in the last 2 weeks that he lost close to $500 million, $500 million, because the GameStop price dropped? So I don't think he knows how to have dumped GameStop right away. So I wanted him to pay me, and that's why I'm saying I'm definitely worth the money. I want him to pay me so I could teach him how to exit near 40. Now it's $27. I don't know what he's going to do. GameStop is worth $2 or $3 before Wednesday. After Wednesday, I have to see how the earnings are going to be. So this is big in this video. September 5th, Labor Day, 2022. 2 days before GameStop reports. I'm expecting losses of close to $100 million on GameStop. I'm expecting negative cash flow between $100 and $200 million. For them to impress me, for all the people, all the apes saying that I'm wrong, that I don't know nothing, fine. Obviously, we don't expect GameStop to make money. But for them to impress me, fine. Lose money, but lose close to $50 million. So if GameStop loses close to $50 million and doesn't have negative cash flow, they don't need positive cash flow, but don't lose more money out. So the difference between your balance sheet and your losses and your cash flow is your bank. When you have negative cash flow, you need to get cash to run the business. So if you don't have cash to run the business, you have to sell shares or you have to get debt. If you get bonds, debt, you have to pay them back. So most companies are not going to do that. They are going to issue shares and shaft the retail, and they don't have to pay back. So you guys trading a stock need to look at cash flow. If a company has negative earnings, it doesn't always mean that they have negative cash flow. Sometimes they get an investment from somebody. Sometimes they do have a negative cash flow, but they bought a business, and the business they bought has very positive cash flow and has earnings. So there's some things that you have to look for. But in the terms of GameStop, to impress me, GameStop needs to they need to lose $50 million or less, and they need to have no negative cash flow. So during the Christmas quarter, they had close to $100 million of negative cash flow. Last quarter, they had close to $250 million negative cash flow. This quarter, if they have another 100 to 200 million negative cash flow, Nathan from Queens, Ultimate Trader, is telling you that they will need cash by the end of the year. And I'm tired of people trying to say GameStop has $1 billion in cash. They have $1.6 billion in current liabilities. Current liabilities are due within 12 months. If you have negative cash flow, that means the money coming in cannot pay the bills. You have to come and get money to pay the bills. So that tells me about the offering. So when people are like, how did I know Bed Bath & Beyond was going to issue shares? How did I know that Bed Bath & Beyond was doing so bad? Dude, I've been telling you guys for forever. Bed Bath & Beyond had $1.1 billion in cash, and they had $100 million in cash in 1 year. They had $1 billion of negative cash flow. You could not have negative cash flow and then have a business. And then the stock goes to the roof. I'm going to buy puts. You want to push up WebR? You want to push up APRN? I'm going to buy puts. Right now, I'm buying puts 2 or 3 months out, maybe 4 months out. I want to buy stuff like Snow. Too bad I missed Snow. I was talking about NVIDIA puts. If it hits 200, it went up to 180. It is what it is. It's not a bad idea, because someone's asking me, do I still want to do puts on NVIDIA? For me, NVIDIA has a cult. NVIDIA has a cult. Same thing with Tesla. Someone's saying on Reddit today, do we buy puts on Tesla? Tesla has a cult. Tesla is not worth more than 100 per share. Even at 100 per share, it's a $300 billion company. It's still worth more than Toyota. It's still worth more than Toyota and GM and Ford, all three together. But people love Tesla. So there's no reason why it has to fall. It should fall, but it doesn't have to fall. If it skies up, that's when I buy puts. The difference between Tesla, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, and GameStop, their business has positive cash flow now, and they don't have to shaft the retail to change the auctions and put more in supply. They probably can. So right now, on the last report, Tesla had $17 billion in cash, $21 billion in current liabilities. What that means is, as they're running their business, the positive cash flow is paying off the current liabilities. So, but they're like right there where they might need to raise cash. Not that they have to, but it's close. So it's not like Zim. Zim has 3 times the cash over their debt. So they can actually pay off all their debt and give dividends or buyback. So I'm waiting for Wall Street Bets retail to go in Zim, but it's just me. Anyway, trading plans going to the week. I'm doing puts. The market is coming down. I want puts on the high flyers. I don't know this week if I want to buy any calls or any shares of anything. Day to day, I'm going to write it, but I'm not sure right now, because now we're downtrending. And like I said, I think the safe trading range is 9,500 to 10,500 NASDAQ, S&P 33 to 3,600. So be careful out there. Put City.